Good morning, everyone. My name is MightyStream. I'm going to do your August the 12th spiritual principle a day in a meditation. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. Let's get into that meditation. Let's see what we have here. It's entitled Finding Grace in the Process. Spiritual awakening is a process. Maybe it is what the whole process is about. We nurture our awakening spirits and know that we are finally free to live in grace, integrity, and dignity. That comes from our Living Clean book, chapter 3, Creative Action of Spirit. When we were using drugs, our spirit slowly eroded as our disease progressed. We compromised our beliefs and screwed over anyone who got in the way of our self-serving plans. The journey from desperation to spiritual awakening is a long and storied path for each of us. A pink cloud may protect us from the jagged edges of life on life's terms for a time, but reality sets in sooner or later. Eventually, we will walk through the death of someone close to us, or perhaps go through a painful divorce with years clean. We each deal with loss differently. Our initial response may be to avoid our feelings, instead, seeking comfort in food or sex or gaming. With time, we learn to rely on a power greater than ourselves and our support group to navigate overwhelming feelings. When we let go and surrender to the process, our spirits are free to awaken. Grace teaches us to let things unfold naturally and let go of the illusion of control. We're less invested in outcomes and we focus instead on aligning our will with the greater good. We open our minds to the possibilities and pay attention to opportunities as well as to closed doors. We live in the moment and enjoy the freedom that comes with grace. I will let go of my expectations and enjoy the clarity of the moment. I will allow myself to be present for the evolution of my spiritual journey and revel in the grace of living just for today. Let's take a moment of silence, followed by the wee version of Serenity Prayer. Moment of silence now, please. Thank you. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Just for today, please and thank you. What a wonderful meditation when you think about it. Finding grace in the process. Now, this is a real conversation. And unfortunately, I can't do it justice in the time frame that I have. But the spiritual awakening that we all seek of the step 12, right, is a process. And it's a natural process if I want to say it's like a natural result of us working our process of the steps, right? It's something that will come with time and you will have varying experiences with it. Just like if I look at my foot, I wear a whole size 10, right? I have a very popular size foot, right? It's not an 8, but it's a 10. And sometimes finding nice shoes in a 10 is hard to do. And you could probably find nicer shoes in an 11 if your foot was that large, because very few women actually wear a size 11. But here's the point. When I was in 6th grade, I wore a woman's 9, narrow. Okay. So a lot of my shoes, I had to go to a special store in order for my mother to find a shoe that was thin enough for my foot. Now, I don't have that problem today. My foot is not so narrow, but it's only grown one size since. Imagine, I was 10 Yeah, I was 10 in the sixth grade, right? I had graduated young. So I was 10 in the sixth grade. Can you imagine being 10 and having a size 9 woman's foot? So my process of getting to wearing a 10 was a long process. Several years went by with me just wearing a 9. Eventually, by the time I reached the ninth grade, I was in a size 10. Okay. It's almost a given that a person will grow larger, taller, intellectually, spiritually, right? It's almost a given. So when I'm talking about the spiritual awakening in the 12th step, there is a process that leads to that. And there are other awakenings that do occur along the way, right? On the journey, there will be other awakenings that occur. So be patient with yourself. Give yourself the opportunity to learn how to rely on a power greater than yourself, to learn how to use your support group to help you navigate through feelings and situations that are overwhelming. Learn how to do it. It doesn't come through wishing you could do it. It comes with taking the steps necessary to activate it. And that means that you try, you put forth the effort. I just am not feeling good today. I was wondering if you had some time to do some coffee with me or just talk on the phone. Right? And you know what? There's no harm in trying. There's no harm at all. If the person isn't available, move on to the next phone number. Give yourself an opportunity to learn this new way of life. Give yourself grace. Give yourself grace. And I guarantee you, in that process of letting go of your expectations, right, for a perfect recovered life, letting go of that and allowing yourself to go along with the journey and learn as you go, that is your self extending grace to yourself. And you will be amazed. Other people will extend grace to you as well. And that process leads you to the spiritual awakenings that you seek. My name is Mighty Stream, and I've enjoyed talking to you. I hope that you will have a beautiful day on purpose. I intend to.